Hello
Oh, wow.
and welcome to Peak Millennial.
What an opening. That
Tis
was
the show
beautiful.
where we unite our mental forces. Hang on, let me just crack open this limeade. I've cut my nails and I don't have anything to tap the lid open with.
Oh.
I did it. Where we unite our mental energies over the gift of the internet to thus far focus our efforts on relationship advice. And sometimes we get questions from lovely people from around the globe.
We
Sometimes we just
do.
find someone lime that like
On lime. On lime.
on lime
That's what sounds like. That's what it sounded like you said.
that provoke conversation and things
Yes. And things.
and touch my body.
Oh my god. Will you stop saying that? We started the podcast
Dude,
now.
you know how it's gonna go. We're gonna talk about this, and then my segue is gonna be touch my body to our question of the day. Our topic.
Anyway, I was meaning to tell you this. Actually, I had a funny story, sort of semi-related to our topic last week. I
Oh,
forgot to say
Jesus.
it until today.
All right, hit
So
me.
my parents, right? Long story short, they have like a Christian name and then an Indian name, right?
Two
So like,
names.
yeah. So my dad's name, his Christian name is Joseph. My mum's Christian name is Teresa, and then their Indian names are Vinod, which is my dad's name, and Umbali, which is my mum's name. And
Double the pleasure,
they do
double
this
the
thing.
fun.
They do this thing where, so one of them will say like, "Oh, I have to ask my girlfriend Teresa," and stuff like that. Like they'll pretend that
Oh, I
they
see.
have like a girlfriend who has one of their other names. And I
Yeah,
find it really funny. So they'll be
that's
like,
good.
"Oh, I'm going out with my boyfriend Joseph," and like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So
I
that was like a
like
kind of
that.
pet name, but not really. Like, yeah, I thought it was a nice thing.
That's a good inside joke to fuck with people. I appreciate that.
Anyway, how are you? What have you been up to? What's been going on?
I'm doing all right, pal. Just been working and shit. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
so busy now. I don't even know. Like, I'm just, I'm just glugging, fucking downing limeades like 5 days a week. I
I feel
drink
like
two
that's what
limeades a
happens
day.
though. That's what happens when you start work. You're just like, oh my god, all of my time is just gone.
Yeah,
Mm.
I've
Freelancing, you have
got
so much life,
oh,
so much
so
time,
much life, so much
so much
life.
life too, so much life.
Eurovision was on yesterday.
I don't watch Eurovision.
Oh wait,
I've never
no.
watched
Okay, wait.
Eurovision.
Let's talk about Eurovision, but then you got to tell us where we're doing the podcast from because, as you know, we travel the globe doing the podcast.
Of course, of course. Okay, this episode we are in Barcelona,
Ah,
in Spain.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Where are we at? What can we see? What can we smell? Give me the
We
visuals.
can smell some tapas.
Hmm.
We're in a
Barcelona.
beautiful, quiet, traditionally Spanish restaurant. Got loads of
Yeah.
tapas. We can just smell them cooking in the
Ah,
kitchen. Yeah,
señorita.
we've got some
Hello.
sangria. You know, we're enjoying life. Do you remember when we made sangria in uni?
We did?
And yeah, we did. It was like one of our Geo Tuesdays. Oh,
What?
background to this. If you don't know us, we used to do a thing in uni called Geo Tuesdays. We go round to Geo's house and we'd make some kind of thing. Normally food, but this occasion we made sangria. I then drank it the next day on a cameo night out, and I don't remember anything.
How do we make sangria? I couldn't tell you right now how to make sangria. What do we do?
I don't know because we had to like leave it overnight or something.
Oh.
Something
What?
like that. Yeah, I
What is
don't know. I don't remember, but yeah. This week held a
Ah.
BAFTA, a real BAFTA, held Louis Theroux's BAFTA in my hand.
Now, I've got a confession to make. I work in TV, and I don't fucking understand what the difference is between any of these awards, if I'm fully honest with you. I don't understand the other. What's a
um,
BAFTA?
British Academy Film and Television Award. That's
Yeah,
what it
but that's
stands
what it
for.
means. But like, what does it mean? What do it mean?
It's basically like the British version of the Emmys.
What? I don't know what the fuck they are either.
It's basically like the highest regarded television or film
Okay.
award in the UK.
See, now I understand because you say it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like our equivalent of, so the Emmys are like, I think, are the highest regarded TV awards in America. And then obviously
Right.
there's the Oscars. So I think the BAFTA is like our equivalent.
Oh, I see. It's the big
Yeah.
tits. It's the.
Yeah, yeah. And we won too. Pew, pew, pew.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really proud because our department won one of the BAFTAs. We were nominated in the same category as Bandersnatch, which is obviously Charlie
Oh,
Brooker, and
Bindle
we won
Snitch.
over them. So
I hated Bindle Snitch.
yeah, me too. So I loved the concept, I loved the idea, but I really didn't like the execution.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Weezy Waiter YouTuber did a video as well back with Choose Your Own Adventure, like YouTube videos, and that was much better. It was
Oh
funnier.
yeah.
And
Oh
you
my
made him
god.
good and smart.
YouTube used to do that all the time. It was so
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Yeah. Shall we get into some questions? Oh no.
No, I want to talk about
Introduce
Eurovision.
it. Oh, Eurovision. Oh, okay. All right, go on then.
Did you watch it? You said you didn't watch it.
No, I never watch Eurovision.
Absolutely fucking scandalous. Let me tell you, I was outraged.
Oh, okay. All right. Explain to me what happened.
So I hosted an event for my boys, and we sat up, we watched, and I was adamant. I was 100% sure that Sweden were gonna win. Now, the categories that I look for, like the golden song, the golden Eurovision song, you gotta have like one of three things, which I'm about to forget. One,
Okay.
you gotta have a good song. Obviously, song has got to be a tune,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So generally speaking, it's not going to be a sad song because he's going to get behind it. You know, people watching Eurovision for the banter. No one's going to get behind a sad song, right? You need something like poppy, a bit cheesy, but the banger. Secondly, you need the performance. You need the show. That's the whole reason people are tuning in to see some crazy shit going on. Some colors, crazy shapes, something creative, something funny.
Yeah.
And thirdly, you got to either be a hot person or you got to go the funny angle. There's no in between. If you're an average looking motherfucker, get off that stage, go home. You either got to be the crazy chicken lady from last year, or you got to be like gay Dracula, like Romania's entry. It's a great entry. I think it was like 2004, so best entry. Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to be honest with you. No performance really had all three, apart from arguably Norway. Norway had a great one. Respect to Norway. But I was adamant Sweden were going to win. They had this happy black guy, and that was the whole performance. Really, I don't know how to describe it to you. How about can I send you the song?
Go for it.
And you'll see what I mean. The only thing this song didn't have was like a crazy performance. But in all fairness, nothing had like all three this year. So absolute outrage. Wait up all night thinking this guy was going to win, being all happy.
Wait, so can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, how do you know the song that comes out? Okay, wait, hold on.
They're releasing before.
Yeah,
The contest.
that was my
You can listen to
question.
them all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But that seems
Because some countries hold their own like competitions to decide who goes on Eurovision. It's like, you know.
right. It seems counterproductive. I'm not going to lie to you, Gio.
What do you mean?
To release a song before a competition, surely the like shock aspect of
No,
being like,
no,
oh my
no.
god, here's me with this like amazing
You would
song.
think that, but half the joy is singing along to the song on the night, and the crowd's hyped in there.
Yeah,
you got to think as well.
True.
They're performing this at a huge crowd and shit. They're singing with them, having a great time.
That's true.
Sometimes, like the Italian song had a big clap. It was like clap, clap, and everyone in the crowd was clapping, so getting behind it.
Right, I understand now. Because it's about the performance, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well.
Anyway, this happiest guy, he's on stage loving life, and we thought he was going to win all night. At the end, so how it works is the countries vote for their favourites, and it's all like political and shit, and then the public do their votes. So we can be swayed quite a bit with the public votes because you don't know what people at home are thinking. Like they don't give a shit about politics or countries and stuff. Sweden was second.
This is a good song.
I know it's a good. Don't get me started. It's a good song.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you which one won, and you're going to be devastated. And he's so happy. Look at him. He's loving it.
He's loving life.
If I could be there,
I wouldn't be that happy.
there. So anyway, this guy was second to like fucking North Macedonia, who had a shit song. Who was voting for North Macedonia? Where even is North Macedonia? Didn't even know it was a country until yesterday's Eurovision. So those assholes were in first place. Sweden was like, this happy black guy was like trailing, second place all night. Gets to the public vote, we're thinking, here we go, he's going to take over. People love this guy. Nothing. He gets like 50 votes, which is, it's below from the public.
Yeah, that's
And
nothing.
it was really harsh as well, because it was like, they left it to the last thing. It was like they needed 250 points. And they left it, when they do that thing, where they go like, and the winner is, and they leave it for like 8 seconds before they tell you who the fucking winner is. I swear to Jesus, Anj, they did that, but it was for a solid like 2 minutes.
Man.
It was, and the winner is, and they kept on rephrasing. It was like, they need 256 points to win. And then the lady next to him, the other fucking presenter would go, yes, they need 200 points. And they did that for about a minute, just talking about how much they needed to win. And yeah, they only got 50 points.
Wow.
This poor guy thought he was going to win all night. Didn't get dick. And that's not what made me angry. So fair enough, North Macedonia fucking win. Because they've been getting all the points, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. The Netherlands out of fucking nowhere gets like 300 points. And they win.
What?
Their song sucked dick. Right,
Yeah.
so first of all, absolutely tragically, when I went to the public vote, Germany got 0 public vote. They didn't get any fucking points.
Really?
It was really funny,
Lol.
but despite Germany getting 0 of the public vote, the UK still came last.
Really?
Absolute last. 26 countries, and we came
Wow.
fucking last.
Well, that's tragic, isn't it?
A, because of Brexit, and B, because our song was an absolute wet pile of dog food.
Okay, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
So, this is called Spirit in the Sky. This is not
Yeah.
a cover of
No.
Spirit in the Sky, is it? So it has to be an original song for Eurovision, yes?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Italy, I won't send you any more songs, but Italy's song was a banger. We came second, by the way. Woo!
And that concludes our Eurovision segment.
God, they're just so passionate that it was a travesty. Should we go into our first question of the
Yeah.
night?
So we're going into advice, though, no? Like,
Well, yeah, I
best
thought I'd mix it up because so normally we have a question that have we checked the email, by the way?
yes, there is nothing.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Okay, let's start that again. So...
Is it too late for love? Is it
Okay,
too
go on.
late for love? So we thought we'd change up. We thought we'd change up the process this week. Normally we have viewer submitted questions or questions that we find online that are good at like provoking a specific conversation in regards to relationships. But I found an alternative, like it was an Ask Reddit forum, and it was the person asking the forum, "What's your one best piece of relationship advice?" And so I thought it'd be fun if we went through a few of those and see, like, you know, if it was like,
Yeah.
you know, worthy of being you know what I mean? Just fucking, just have a
Yeah.
chat.
Just thought it'd be interesting. Change it up a little bit. So, go on, Gio. Hit me with something.
Sure thing. The very top one at the top, the one that people agree with most is, I've said this before from somewhere I found on Reddit, but when in an argument, it's not you versus me, it's us versus the problem. I've heard this before, actually, and this is something I try and keep in my head at the time.
I've never heard that before, actually. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one, I think. Sometimes it does feel like, as well, like it is you versus me in an argument. Sometimes I'm like, I want to win, but actually it's like, we need to know how to deal with this problem together because that is the objective. That's very true.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I get you.
The thing about this is like the other person needs to understand that as well, because it's not that they intentionally like think of it and think of arguments as like you versus them, but
Yeah, that's true.
you just like, as a human, that's how you inherently feel, isn't it? When someone's offending you, you're like, hey, fuck you, out of my house. And someone at the bottom put, to add to this, never argue through texting. Oh my god, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, 1,000%. Oh my god.
Right.
And I maintain this for like just people in general, like any sort of relationship, not just a romantic one. You know, I just think never argue over text because there's so many things like tone and everything can be misconstrued. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, and I feel like as well, just texting can kind of really bring out the worst in someone else because you can't see the other person. So you're like, I'm going to say this really horrible thing that's really hurtful, and then the person on the other end is like, dude, what the fuck? Like, because there's sometimes I've had an argument over text with someone, and someone will say something to me, and I'm like, I would literally never say that to one of my friends.
Yeah.
And you forget that this person is actually like always on your side, generally, and always, you know, has your back. And then you're just going to attack them. Like, it's not on. It's not on. Don't
People
argue
do
over
this-
text.
I fucking hate it when people do this in person. People do it over text more, as they try and give you like witty one-liners, like they're in a fucking film to try and win the argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They try and say
100%.
something smart and snarky. And it's like, we're not in a fucking. This is not rom-com here.
Yeah, go
I'm trying to
fuck
live my damn
yourself.
life. No one's writing a movie script. You fuck. Now it is me versus you because you're a cunt. All right. I fucking hate it, and I hate it when people do it in real life too. When they exit a door, they turn around, and they go like, "Well, you know, like fucking Tony Stark in the fucking Avengers when he's like, Bucky's my friend, and he was like, I was your best friend once too."
Yeah.
That's what it feels like people are doing. I fucking hate it so much, man.
I get exactly where you're coming from.
And people do it in text as well. It's like, mate, unless you're screenshotting these and put it on Twitter, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah,
Like, make some money off this shit or fuck off.
yeah.
Little frequent gestures of affection mean a lot more than one big gesture once in a blue moon.
um.
For example, a sweet love note tucked into someone's lunch.
Oh God, do not
To be
write me a
imagining like
love note.
paper in someone's sandwich or a text saying you're thinking
Someone
about this.
biting into a sandwich as there's
Yeah,
just a piece of paper
it just says "I love."
because you've eaten the U.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my husband stringing post-it notes across the garage, opening with "I love you, sweetie" to me, for me to see when I get home from work on a random day. Blah blah blah. Blah suck my balls. Yeah, I get it, but like, also, god damn it, who's got energy of that shit, man? Like, god damn. Like,
I also think that affection is a subjective thing. So like someone like that, if they did something like that to me, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. But if someone,
yeah, sure.
but I've had like people in relationships be like, hey, oh, I saw this thing and it made me think of you, so I got it for you, or like, so I wanted to show you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's so, like, I find that really, really lovely. Do you know what I mean? Like when someone's like, oh, I saw this and I thought about you.
Yeah,
That's to me, I think, quite a caring, affectionate thing.
and that's like in
Whereas,
between, like showing somebody and telling somebody
yeah,
that you love them, though. Like that's
yeah,
what.
I don't know, I don't really like the whole like exhibitionist versions of love. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but it's like, you know, writing a love note, all that kind of stuff. It's just like, it's just words. It doesn't mean anything to me. But if you show me that you really know me as a person and know what I like and stuff, that's, I think, more valuable to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like the physical shit though. I like showing people, but you have to like you
Yeah,
got to space
but
it. You
that's
can't
what
be
I
doing
mean.
that every day, man. Like fuck, I've got to go to work and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But also, that's what I mean. Like, it's a subjective thing because it just depends on who you're with. Someone
yeah,
might love that. Someone else, like me, would probably be like, that's lame. You know, I don't know.
the person underneath put showing that you care is far more important than saying it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, none of it's more important, but you do
Yeah.
got to show that you care. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to be one of those like fucking people who just live together. They just have a living together, and it's just like you're not. Are you a couple? You're just two people who live together with a kid. Like
Mm.
I don't know if you're a couple anymore. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know?
All right. What's the next one? Hit me.
Say what you mean. Hint dropping is tiresome for both parties. Puppies?
Poppies.
Hint. I'm eating fucking what is it called? Tic Tac. Sorry, my bad. Say what you mean. Hint dropping is tiresome for both parties and not nearly as effective. It's a lot more productive to say, please take out the garbage than, wow, the trash really smells. It's more productive to say, I know you're really into what you're doing, but I really need you to let me cry on your shoulder right now, than to drop hints and say, you never listen to me. Just say what you mean. Yeah, man. Fuck. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I would agree, but I don't know if I do practice that in my relationships. So,
Sure.
like, I actually, not even I don't do it, but as I don't know, I actually don't know what I'm like. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been in a relationship, Gio.
What do it mean?
What do it mean to love?
What do it mean? I can't do subtle hints, man. I ain't got it in me. You know what I mean? Half the time I'm not even listening. You want to drop subtle hints like I'm never going to get there.
That's true.
You're
I feel
never
like
going to get what you want. If you tell me, I'll do it.
I definitely don't get subtle hints as a person, like from the. I don't think guys. Maybe that's a generalization, but I don't feel like the guys that I've dated have really done subtle hints. Maybe they have, and I just have completely not picked up.
I don't
on
think
it.
it's a guy thing. I'm a generalizer. I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's a guy thing.
I don't.
Guys
Yeah, but
like,
this is the
"Oh,
thing.
let's do
Like,
this."
I would say like yeah, but I mean maybe it's one of those things where a guy I've dated would listen to it and be like, I dropped hits all the time and you never picked up.
Oh,
on
I
it.
see.
You know what I mean? Like I would
was
say that.
all the fucking time, man. Bullshit.
I'm just a moron, so like I have no idea.
Mm.
But I don't feel like I've had that. in a
Also,
relationship.
I
don't know.
kind of get fucking annoyed when people try to do that as well. Like, I'm turning into a very angry podcast. I would
This
rather
is just Gio yelling for an hour.
yeah. If someone's, if you tell me to take out the rubbish, like 99% of the time, I'll just do it. So like, yeah, right, rubbish. There's shit in there, sure. If you stand around being like, oh my god, it really smells in here, the trash, I'll be like, yeah, it fucking does, doesn't it? Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Bye.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
purposely, if I understand your hint, I will purposely not do it
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
because
Yeah.
you won't ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, people just need to say what they fucking think, innit? I think that in general, but I mean, I really
Well.
don't practice what I preach, but I don't know. Anyway, next one.
Oh shit, I haven't been scrolling. So I'm full of limeade. If you love her, this is a dramatic one. If you love her, tell her. You regret not doing so later. Oh, oh! Is it too late for love? Is it too late for love?
I mean,
I've replayed
can't
this song
relate.
like 8 times since we fucking started talking about Eurovision.
Oh Christ! I mean, can't relate. I've never not told her that I love her.
There you go.
So
You're 100% successful at telling women that you love them.
yes,
Grats.
women, not men, but women.
What is this about? I'm trying to make sense of this one under it.
Women are so easy to confess your love to
Yeah?
because they're like always nice about it.
What do you mean?
Like women are generally just like they'll be really they'll tread around your
Oh my
feelings.
god, you fucking love me. Jesus
Like,
Christ.
oh my god,
Oh my
thanks. Or like,
god.
you know, if they don't, then they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But then if it's like, I mean, not that that's ever happened to me, but
Oh, got him.
pew pew pew, a lady killer. But I feel
She's
like
a
with
killer.
guys are like, if you say that you like them or you want to date them, they'll like laugh at you. I don't
What?
know. I don't
Actually, I would probably laugh. It's true. I laugh out of like awkwardness all the time, and I would definitely laugh at somebody,
know.
but not in a nasty way.
I feel like men laugh in a nasty way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, men are
Not
horrible
Jafar.
anyway.
Wow.
Next
I will be there.
question.
No, it's not. It's not. You were blitzing through these ads.
Yes, I don't want to
God
talk about
damn
this
it.
one more.
Oh my god. I've got. No, hang on. No, fuck off. I've got a topic I want to talk about. I don't give a shit about this anymore. I've got. If I don't fucking talk about it, I'm gonna forget about it.
Oh, okay, all right. Whoa, you're very
This is something.
fired up.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. I'm in a very fired up mood. You're right.
You were so angry, and then suddenly you're like, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, go on.
I feel like I want to do a guy podcast where like you're ill when you're ill one week. I'll get a dude on. I'll be like, right, here's the deal.
No, are you absolutely?
You know what I mean?
No, there's absolutely no way I'm letting you do this podcast without me. There's no way.
Get some beers on, or when you get Louis on, we'll kick you off, and I'll be like, yeah, get out the beers. Here's the fucking deal, Louis.
There's no way that Louis would be on this podcast without me.
Guy talk. We'll call it guy talk.
Ugh. Start your own fucking podcast. Don't do it on mine. You come into my house. Anyway, continue.
I'm going to read you this, see if it makes sense. Tangentially related, but important to know. Everyone has one person they trust with everything. That means even if you're best friends, they will still tell their wife. Be careful, the skeletons you reveal. This is kind of what inspired my
Your rage.
This is yeah, it was.
Your rage blackout.
Can I just tell you what I thought about? Here's what I thought about.
Go for
It's
it.
not. This is only partially my experience. This is a shared experience. So I don't feel bad generalizing. It's that women think that guys talk about like girls all the fuck. You know what I mean? They think we
Yeah.
talk about like your titties and shit.
Yeah, we do.
We don't. No. No one has ever. Well, maybe some like some douchebag has done that. I'm not denying, but that is not a thing that guys do.
Really?
That is not. I've never participated in a conversation like that, where like talking
Really?
about a specific dude's girlfriend. But let me fucking tell you,
Okay.
how many dudes have been like, fucking like pouring their hearts out to their girl or whatever, or like telling them sensitive shit, and then like a week later, it's like their whole friends and the fucking guy who works at the church down the street knows. It's like what?
Yeah,
And I stand by this.
Yeah, it really depends. I feel like if there's something sensitive, like even that my guy friends have told me, if it's something like quite difficult for them or whatever, I won't tell anyone. Does that make sense? So if it's something really emotional or really difficult that they're going through, I won't tell anyone. But if it's like, like our sex life or something, yeah, I'll tell my friends.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Girls do this shit.
Yeah.
This is why I need guy talk. I fucking hope this guy's listening to this podcast because they know what I mean. It's like, what the fuck?
But this is the thing. I think it's a misconception then maybe because in my head, like, how do I say this without
It's not, guys. I've never talked to another man, nor have I heard conversations with men about their sex life. Maybe like small
I don't
comments.
think that's
like,
true though.
referring
Like,
to what
I think
happened.
that's just the kind of guy that you are.
No,
though,
it's not. It's
like,
bullshit. Bullshit.
Because
Bullshit.
right, I would never. Because no, I know this for a fact though. Because one of my old housemates is a very like, he's a guy's
Permanent.
guy. Like, he obviously gets on with women, and he's one of my best friends, but
Yeah.
he's very much a boy's boy. And
Mm.
I remember him telling me about one of his friends who slept with this girl, and he was telling him about like her giving him a blowjob. And I remember because
Okay, was that his
he told
girlfriend
me.
or was that a random
No,
chick?
it was a random girl.
Okay, well, let me apply this to just partners specifically then.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah, I don't know though.
Why is that
Yeah,
a thing?
maybe, I don't
Why is
know.
that a thing that girls do? Why? Tell me why, Ange. I'm putting you on the spot now. You represent all women. Fucking tell me why.
Because
And if you listen to this podcast, you tell me why as well. And
Well,
guys, back me up.
okay, I'll talk from my experiences. When I tell my girlfriends, firstly, if I ever tell my female friends about something, I am always bragging. If it's about sex,
Don't turn this around.
no, I'm being serious. I would never, ever, if someone who I'm dating, I would never ever talk about them negatively in a sex way.
Sure.
Ever. Because I don't think that's right personally. I think like you've always got to stand by your man unless they're a douche. But that's just, my opinion. If I'm dating someone, then I'm like, yeah, they're really good. And then another thing is that, like, for women, it's harder to, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Do you know what I mean? It's more difficult. So you want to compare, like, it took me this long or whatever. Is that a good thing or a bad? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Well, like you're fucking gathering the meta-analysis of how
sometimes something may happen with a guy, and you're like, oh, is that normal? And you have to ask, and then you have to find out from your female friends.
No.
Fair enough.
Learn to appreciate the mystery. Well, so it's weird that people do that, even if guys do it, just in general. It's weird. I find it weird when people talk about, because that's like quite a personal thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you talk about loads of other personal things with your friends. That's what your friends are for.
Yes, but you're talking about a shared personal thing with another person now, you know what I mean?
I do, yeah, no, I get what you mean. But again, it's like, if it's something, like, I think I've had plenty of sexual hiccups.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
And there's loads that I haven't talked about with my friends. I think it's only like you have to figure out, like, is it normal or is it weird? I don't know.
Yeah, I've cooled down. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
yeah, again, I can't really speak for all women. Like, I don't know the kinds of, and also
I can't speak for all men, so
also I have a lot of male friends as well.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'll ask them things because I'm like, is this normal for a guy? And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, So yeah, I don't know.
I'm hoping that if there was ever a topic to like for people to send in like their thoughts on, I have a feeling this is it.
Yeah, please do.
Because I've spoke about this with like many other guys, and they're like, yeah, what's that all about? What's that all about, man?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's scroll down. This one just says, "Don't fucking lie." That's what it says. I'm not putting that on.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Sure.
Is that what you got to say? Sure.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
What about white lies?
But that's pretty obvious, though, isn't it? Like, just don't lie.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
Give me an example of a white lie that you would tell in a relationship.
Let's say I've got like knee issues, and my partner worries about my knees, and I fall over, and I kind of hurt my knee today, but I didn't tell her that I fell over and hurt my knee because she'd feel worried. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it's just kind of like, it's fine. I don't know.
White lie.
That's not a white lie. That's lying by omission. It's
okay, hang on. Let me give example of a white lie. Oh, the 15 most common white lies. Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I could be there. I will be there. I know, these are all just bullshit. Oh my god. Number 4 is, thank you so much. I just love it.
Yeah.
What about that kind of white lie? What about that? You give me a present. I'm like, oh my god, I love toy dildos.
Yeah, but then how do you know what another person likes if they keep lying to you about... Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're not lying to you about what they like. They're lying about appreciating a gift.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't really know. If someone gave me something I hated, I'd definitely just be like, oh, it's fine.
I don't think I could. I've become really bad at lying now. I don't like it. I wish I could lie
Yeah, I mean,
better.
I would try, but I'd probably be like, yeah, I love it. My voice
Yeah,
always goes
sure.
really high pitched.
Jumping it on.
Yeah, if I'm talking to you and my voice ever goes high pitched, in general,
You
guys,
fucking lying.
I'm lying. I'm lying my ass.
You
Really trying
always
to lie. I once had,
trying.
this is a separate side note, but I once had lying lessons with one of my friends.
What?
Yeah, because I'm a really bad liar because I have a very expressive face, so everything I think will be on my face.
Right.
So if I know I'm lying, I will really be like, "Oh my god, you're lying!" So you have to try and be really convincing. So I'll just look. I'll be like, "Yes, I have boyfriend. Please don't talk to me, stranger." Because I'm aware that I'm lying. So I just look really weird.
Yeah.
So my friend was like, "No, we have to teach you how to lie convincingly."
I'm
Um,
gonna do. I'll do one more of these questions, and then what I've done is I've sorted by most controversial answers.
okay, okay,
So the next serious answer is: it's better to be single than to be in a relationship with somebody you don't want to be with.
yeah.
That
I
might
mean,
sound obvious,
that's obvious,
but
yeah.
well, that might sound obvious, but so many people are stuck in relationships where they wake up and realize they're with somebody who they aren't excited about, but don't feel they can end it. I've been there. The breakup was as bad as I expected, but damn, I was happier single than with him. This, I feel like, can be expanded to a lot of things in life, especially work.
Oh, especially work. You know what? Two of my friends separately said to me that work is like dating. And I completely agree. It's so funny because they both said it and neither of them had heard the other person say it. So they clearly had this thought separately. So more than one person thought this. So I think it's legit. Because, right, when you're applying for a job, it is a bit like dating.
Oh, I hate interviews.
Oh, I hate them. I hate them so. I
Ah,
mean, to be fair, I hate them, but I also think I'm pretty good at them.
I suck balls at interviews, man.
I think I'm quite a personable person when you first meet me. I'm
Yeah.
very, um, I feel like this, you know what, people listen to this probably be like, you're a fucking bitch, Ange. I don't care. But I feel like, I'm quite easy to get along with straight away. But this is a funny story. My current job, when I had my first interview for it, my current job, I told people about it. People were like, how was it? I told you actually as well.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I was like, oh man, it went so badly. Like,
Oh
I
yeah, you
did
did say that. I
so
remember.
terribly. Like, I didn't answer anything right. Like, I felt really awkward. It was just really bad, blah, blah. And then obviously I got the job. So clearly I did something right. But I swear, man, I was, yeah.
I don't know how to present myself in like a normal way. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I feel like I've been too deep now.
It's a
There's no
very,
mainstream appeal here.
I think this is where the overthinker really suffers in interviews because you're suddenly very aware of your
Everything.
presence and your like impression and what people think of you, and it's a horrible place to be in.
Right, controversial ones. I'd also like to note that I'm still listening to Sweden's Eurovision entry. This whole time. I keep
I
just
feel like
rewinding
it's
it
time
back.
to move on to the topic, G.
Is it too late for no?
Okay.
Wait, just really quickly. We'll blitz. Give me like give me like three. Okay, we'll blitz through
Okay.
them really quick.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, the first one: never get married.
Ooh.
All right, that's all. All right,
Okay.
next: never poop in front of each other. You can talk about it, do it while they're in the house, but never in front of them.
Oh, I've pooped in front of loads of my exes.
Hmm. Another person comments under this one. We've been together 9 years. This was our rule for the longest time, and last year we finally broke the rule. It wasn't anywhere near as bad as we thought it would be. There you go, pooping. Who would have thought?
I don't think it's that bad. Everyone poops. I poop in, but the thing is, right, is that sometimes if I'm in the shower or something, my sister will go in and poop
Right.
whilst I'm in the shower. Or like I used to do that with my mum. Like, so I feel like pooping in front of someone isn't very
I
weird.
think I've never pooped in front of someone.
I've pooped in front of a lot of people in my life, just in general.
Those toilets in Cranbourne are really awkward because the toilets were in the room and shit.
I
So
remember,
if you have to poop, man, you have to go in your little poop room.
yeah.
It's like, man, what am I supposed to do here now? What am I gonna? I've
Mm.
made a gas corner of my room now. Nobody can open.
Yeah, I mean, look, mate, I have IBS. Okay, if I have an IBS shit, I'm like, don't even go near the bathroom.
But I like
That
using
is-
the bathroom as a mood light.
That is a hazard site for a long time.
Right, let's move on. Let's move on. The third one was shit, so fuck it.
Oh, okay. Wow. That was.
I told you we
anticlimactic.
blitzed through him. I told you.
Okay, all right. So, Gio, why don't you do us a
Yes.
sexy little favour here and introduce?
You're,
the
so what you're
next
saying is
segment.
you want me to make the move to introduce this segment?
Yeah, I do.
Is that what you're saying?
What was the thing you were
So-
singing before?
I could be the sunlight in your butt, or whatever the fuck he's
No.
singing.
What were you? No. What were
Oh.
you singing before?
Touch my body, be on the bed.
And
I
here
just
we
want to
move.
make you feel like you never did.
Here we move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
Of the
Soundtrack of the
podcast.
segment is Mariah Carey, "Touch My Body." That's what you got to listen to. So,
Oh, that's what you were singing this whole time?
yeah, she goes, "Touch my body."
Oh, I did not get that.
I think you should play it as well.
I'll play it in the background. All right, yeah.
Making a move.
Yes, how to make the first move.
Mystery subject: how to make the first move. We should have done that last week, to be honest with you. If our viewer submitted a question, it would have been better, wouldn't it?
Oh shit, yeah.
We probably touched on it for a while,
We
just got.
Did kind of, yeah, but that was a very different thing because I feel like making the first move in as a general umbrella term is quite vague. It could mean a lot of different things.
No, it
could
is. You're
mean
right.
When you're talking to someone for the first time on a first date,
Yeah.
it could just mean in general. It could be with a friend and someone you've known for a long time.
Could be
there's
sexy
lots of different-
times. How to initiate.
Oh, that's a good one.
We'll do that next time.
How would you make the first move on a date?
Ugh. Well, what about before that? How'd you make a first move asking someone out?
Okay, how do you make a first move asking someone out? I need advice on this very strongly.
Oh, very nervously with a very sweaty butthole.
Oh,
Like, fucking hell. It's awful. I hate making first move. I hate doing it.
Yeah, I do as well think that there is a lot of pressure on men to make the first move. I know there's going to be so many like angry feminists who listen to this like, meh! No.
And you know what? If
come
that
off it.
makes you pissed off, then email people@gmail.com because we
If
need
that
emails.
makes you pissed off, right? Ask out more men then, you know?
I like that.
For real, okay? If that pisses you off, you and all of your female friends go and ask out more men. But I won't because I stand by what I said. Because I am a coward. I asked out a man once and it did not go well.
I don't know. I feel like would it be easier for a girl to ask out a guy? I don't know. In my head, I think it would be easier, but thinking it the other way around, I feel like guys would not be able to handle how to reject somebody because we never get asked out. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You'd end up just having to go on a date with this person because you're like, well,
no,
fuck.
you just say, "Oh, I'll let you know when I'm free," and then you never do.
Sorry, I got a boyfriend.
I'm not bitter at all.
Man, look, I don't. The only way I've ever managed to do it was just like coming out and being like, "Yo, let's do something."
Yeah.
And you got to say date. This is. I think we talked about this before.
We have in our video.
Can't be around the bushes.
3 years ago.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, 3 years ago. I really hate the term date. I just find it really cringy.
Oh, fuck off, Ange. Come on. What do you mean? What else you got to use?
I know. No, I know. It's just I find it really like if we say, "Oh, it's a date," I'm like, you know, like, oh.
Yeah, we got to call it something.
Okay. I'll give you some background to a situation
Oh,
that
okay.
I heard of from a friend. The friend is me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Plot twist.
At an undisclosed time ago.
Oh yes.
Could be last week. Could be 3 years ago. You may never know.
Beginning of all good Star Wars film.
Oh, that got me. I got a stitch.
Touch my berry.
So, an undisclosed time ago, I was
Woman.
how we say, knowing someone in the biblical sense repeatedly. And
Fucking hell.
they were like, "Oh, we should date. Well, let's go on a proper date." And I was like, no. And
Gutted.
no, I didn't say no. But I was like, why? And then they were like, "No, because I want to like actually like label it. Let's go on a date." And I was like, ugh! And my whole body like tensed, and I was like, ugh! Because I have
That person's got balls, man.
such an aversion to it. But I did it, and it was nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a bad thing.
No. It was nice.
Oh, okay. But that's good. But in all fairness, though, even though you were cringed out, you knew exactly what the context of that meeting up was going to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop it from just ugh. You know?
I don't understand your cringed outness about the word date.
Look, I have the mentality.
That's such a like young
of a
person thing. Like,
3-year-old, yeah.
Come on, guys, do this crap.
It just makes me uncomfortable. A label of it. Labels in
What else
general
could
make
you
me
use?
uncomfortable. No,
Another
I'm not.
word.
I'm not
Wait.
arguing with it, Gio. I know that I'm a crazy person.
Oh. Have you ever asked somebody out, made a first move date wise?
Yeah.
How did you say it without asking for a date?
Do you want to go for a drink?
See, you can't do that.
Why not?
Can't do that. Can't go for a
No,
drink.
because then it's foolproof. Because if they're like come back with like, oh, I'm seeing someone, I'm like, yeah, I meant as friends.
Ask me out on a drink right now. Ask me out on a drink.
Gio, do you want to go for a drink?
I don't really drink alcohol, man. I'm not really into that shit.
Okay, we can go for coffee then.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really do hot drinks altogether. This is legitimately the truth. I'm not just trying to like.
Fine. Why don't we hang out with no beverages?
Yeah, I'm up for that. Yeah, sure.
See?
But now we're hanging out with no beverages. Is this a date? Or are we just hanging out? Like I've already made the situation awkward. Who knows what you want?
That's true. That's I you got me there. You got me there.
Yeah.
Gio, it's like I said. I know that I'm clinically insane, but I can't do anything about it. Anyway, okay. So how about how do you make the first move? I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay.
Okay. So you're out with a bunch of people. You meet someone.
Yeah. What time of year is it?
Now. Why not? Spring.
Oh, that's fair enough.
All right. So
Creative.
you're out with a bunch of people, and you meet someone. And you get talking to them, and you're like, "Ooh, I want to kiss them on the mouth." How would you do it?
Wait. Say it again. I'm on a date with someone.
No. You're Gio. If you listen and you don't sing,
I'm sorry.
you'll actually be able to understand what I'm saying. Okay.
I'm sorry,
so I'm gonna put you in this scenario. You're out with a bunch of people, right?
Oh.
A group of people, group of friends. You're all hanging out. Maybe not friends. But like you don't know each other that well. Maybe you've gone to like a friend's party and there's a bunch of different groups of friends and no one really knows each other, but you're all mingling, you're all hanging out, and then you start talking to one person and suddenly you're like, ooh, we're vibing a little bit. We're sitting extra close, more so than usual, more so than you would with just an acquaintance, right?
Oh, hey you go.
And you're like,
how
do you go make the first move in that scenario?
Why?
You want to kiss him on the mouth a little bit, maybe. Maybe kiss him in some other places, you know.
Share some of them mouth gems.
Yeah, how do you do it? What would you do?
Are we alone?
No. Let's say no.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't alone. It's probably not gonna happen because I'm a big old pussy.
No. What would your advice be then?
Oh.
How should someone make the first move in that scenario?
Well, here's the thing, dude. We've all got a fear of rejection, so if you're going to go in for it, then you got to know it's going to happen. Because if you're going for that kiss and she pulls away, then like I'm jumping off a bridge. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have an interesting conversation topic to give to you. So I was at a work drinks a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And we were having this conversation, and it was like I said, I think I've mentioned this before, it was like 6 women and 1 dude. And he was like, oh my god, no, that moment where you go in to kiss someone is like the most tense, most horrifying moment of your life. Like, it is so horrible, such a horrible feeling. Like, right. And then they were like, if you ask, can I kiss you, like, does it kill the mood? And I was like, look, if a guy asks me, can I kiss you, most of the time they don't get to the end of the sentence because I will grab them and kiss them first. I find it so hot when someone asks me if they can kiss me. Yeah.
Well, I've done that before. I've done the can I kiss you before.
In my head, it's like this. If someone's like, we're already standing real close together, we're already like, you know, kind of vibing, and then if they're like, can I kiss you? Yeah, it's hot from all the breathing. I'm like, kiss me now, you fool. You know, that's my view of it. So,
well, here's why I didn't suggest that. Even though that has been my approach in the past,
the
reason I haven't suggested that is because I've heard from lots of people that does kill the mood, and that they would then, you know, not accept said kiss.
I feel like it depends. It really depends on the person, which is horrible, but that is life. Everyone has different tastes for things. I quite like it because I'm like, we know where we're at now. I know what to expect. Rather than if you just lunge at me, I'm like, you know.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. It is perhaps a less offensive way of going in for the kiss. But hey, look, sometimes you want to take the more romantic route.
What I've had one time is if a guy goes, I really want to kiss you right now. And I'm like, do it. It's like almost like a dare. Like,
Do it, bitch.
Oh, do it. Kiss me right now.
Kiss me. Where's my show? Kiss me.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, I love.
So you got the talk. You'd say go for the talking route, but the preferential wording is, I would like to kiss you right now.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Wow, we agree on something. Gio, can I kiss you right now?
Oh my god. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone.
I'm joking. I would never kiss you.
I'd never kiss me either, to be honest with you. Who wrote Kiss Me Through the Phone? Oh, Soldier Boy.
Yeah. Soldier Boy. Come on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 2, 1, 2.
Just depends, innit? If you got the balls, then go in for it. But if it's got the potential of perhaps more grossly offending somebody if they do not wish for the kiss. You got to be sure, man. If you're going to just go in for it, then you got to be like 99% sure it's going to work in your favor. If you ask and it doesn't go in, then at least you haven't you haven't assaulted somebody in the meanwhile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I also feel like if someone wants to kiss you, they're going to be like, yeah, kiss me. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise...
No, but some people say it kills it. Some people
I really don't think it does, though. You know what? I think asking someone, I think it's just... I don't know. I think... Then you know where you're at and you know that you want to kiss someone. Because in that moment, if you're like, oh, no, I don't, then you never wanted to kiss them in the first place. That's my opinion.
I would like to be in a position where you wouldn't need to ask someone. But in actual fact, I'd probably ask.
Because sometimes you just don't know. Like, I feel like, I'm not going to lie, okay? I'm quite a confusing person, just in general. Like, I'm very flirty without intending to be. Right. And I can be a confusing human to be around. So sometimes if you ask me, then at least you'll know where you stand with me. And I feel like a lot of women are the same. I'm not going to lie. I feel like a lot of guys are the same as well. Sometimes guys are really flirty and they have no idea.
Yeah, like flashing their eyelids and shit. Bending over to pick up beers.
I have so many questions, but I'm not even going to touch on it.
But wait, that is what I would do. But you can't ask in the middle of a crowd. That's why I asked you if we're alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't ask somebody if you're in the middle of some beers.
So okay, alternate thing. What if you ask to go somewhere more quiet with that person?
You'd be like, hey, do you want to take this outside?
Or like, hey, do you want to go grab some food or something like that?
You smoke?
Not gonna lie, that is the exact line that someone used on me.
What do they say? Sorry.
Do you want to go grab some food? And I was like,
oh,
yeah.
Mate. Dude, I will always go. Fuck me. Even if I hate your guts, I will always come and grab some food.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Especially if we're at a club or a party or something. You're like, do you want to ditch this awkward environment and go and eat, copious amounts of calories?
I would go with anyone to go get food.
I would go with a stranger in a van.
I would ditch any social environment to go with the most disgusting human to go get a McDonald's 20 nuggets,
Maybe that's how you should ask someone out and make the first move. Instead of go with drinks, be like, do you want to go get a burger? Be like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
For me, it'll be, do you want to come back to mine for more food? I'll be like, yes! Lay the breadcrumbs out and I will follow them, literally. I feel like we didn't give any good advice about how to make the first
I think we did.
I think so.
What? Okay, maybe I haven't. Okay, I haven't given us much advice. As a woman. Right?
Hello.
As a female biological woman. What I have to say is.
Taken from the rib of Adam himself.
To advice to men who want to make the first move, because let's face it, ladies. If you're the kind of girl who makes the first move, you already know what you're doing. I don't need to give you advice. Oh, you're already confident enough that I can't give you advice. You've ascended me.
You've gone beyond our podcast.
Yeah, there's no way. But for a guy, if you want to make the first move, even asking someone out on a date is obviously terrifying every time. But, I think just say it in a very casual way. Like, hey, I'd really like to get to know you better. Maybe we could... This is for someone who you don't know that well. Maybe we could... grab a drink sometime. I don't know. Keep it very casual at first. That's
you gotta go. Scary. You gotta go for in person. I think.
Yes, I agree.
Because you can't do that. You're just gonna be mental torture. If you text that person and they they put their phone down to go and take a shit for 2 minutes, you're gonna be having a heart attack.
I can confirm from experience. If you send someone a message, suddenly Instagram servers go down. Horrible. Horrifying. Horrifying.
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't want to remember it. If I'm honest. Anyway.
But you got to do it in person just to give yourself the peace of mind if it does go wrong. And also, if it does go right, instant gratification.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, here's the most awkward bit, though. The awkward bit is when they say yes, and you're like, I didn't think it would get this far. I don't add in this conversation now.
But I find it quite endearing when you admit the awkwardness or live in the awkwardness. Do you know?
Sure.
So, like, I quite like it when someone's like, oh, so say if someone asked me out, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then someone said exactly what you just said now, like, oh, I did not think I was get this far. Like, I don't know what to say now. I'd be like, oh, that's really sweet. Like, I'd find that very endearing. If you just admitted your awkwardness.
Yes, but still, you would still need to get out of the situation.
And just be like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll message you later. And I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Just be like, I'll message you later.
I'll write you a note. I'll send you a Raven mail.
Yeah,
Bye.
that's my advice. And then to make the first move, if you want to make out with someone, obviously gauge
touch
the
their
context.
body.
Touch their body. Yeah, that's it. But genuinely though, affection is the way forward to tell if someone's into you. If you like a gentle touch on the arm, if you do that and then they reciprocate later, or like they do some kind of gentle affection, they want to kiss you on the mouth. If they don't, don't do it again.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Just leave town if they don't.
But I don't know about that though. 'Cause I don't know. I sometimes I touch people when I'm like drinking. I do my thing. I got my arm around. I put my arm around chairs, even if there's no one there. Like I'll put my arm around the chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like you're quite an affectionate person in general. Like me and you are quite affectionate towards each other, and there's no sexual tension there. So it's quite hard to.
Well, exactly. So your advice has just been like, what?
Yeah, I know. I just contradicted myself. You know what? Just fucking ask people. Just be like, do you want to make out a little bit? No, don't say that.
Let's
just
touch faces.
If you say, I genuinely think if you say, I really want to kiss you, if someone doesn't want to kiss you, then they know in that moment that they don't want to kiss you. But if they do, I'm like, kiss me on the mouth now.
Go on and kiss the girl.
Oh, that was so good. In summation, just, you know what, just gauge a situation. If you can't gauge it correctly, don't do anything. Just die alone.
Bail out. Yeah, bail out. Eject, man. Eject the fuck out of there.
In conclusion, everyone dies alone, so you might as well do it single.
Was sad, man.
Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode of Peak Millennial, please like and subscribe now.
Save money, be single.
peakmillennial@gmail.com. You know it. You'll know it. Y'all know it by now, okay?
Please.
But
Please.
the thing is, I know so many people who are in emotional turmoil, relationship-wise, and I'm like, just email the podcast because Gio and I will deal with it together. And I am very emotionally fatigued by trying to give my friends advice when I give advice like once a week on a award-winning podcast.
Yeah, there you go. You're like, this is my podcast energy, man.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. Don't even, if you're my friend, don't even try and ask me any relationship advice from now on. Just email the podcast. I don't want to hear it.
Damn podcast.
Unless you're going to provide me with content, I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah. Fuck you. You want something from me? We need something from you.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone asking me shit. Everyone trying to get my advice. You know what? Just ask Peak Millennial. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with me. Why I've adopted this street manner in my voice.
God, hey.
God damn.
Like all my friends are in relationships. Hey, what the fuck? All my friends are in relationships.
Oh.
God damn. That's revelation. And literally, as I said that, the Swedish guy went, "Is it too late for love?"
Yeah, but it's okay, Gio, because you're good at being single.
Is it too late? You know what? Yeah, I'm pretty good at being single.
You're working on yourself, and I think you're quite happy. So,
Angela, I've drank 12 cans of limeade this week.
Yeah, this week. That's actually not that many.
It's steady addiction.
That's a long.
If that was alcohol, then you'd be like, you got a problem.
What? 12 beers a week?
2 beers a day.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Do you like how quickly I keep listening to the podcast? You've been listening to Peak Millennial. Gio's a limeade-aholic.
No.
If you listen to this, please send Gio 3 crates of limeade to his house
Yes,
in
please.
Worthing.
You can sponsor me for 3 crates of limeade a month.
It will provide Gio with the energy he needs for this podcast, for this content that he's
It'll
creating.
provide me with the energy to not have a girlfriend.
Oh, Christ.
All right, get the fuck out of here. God damn it.
All right, we love y'all. We
Go
do.
listen to some Swedish songs.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya. Goodbye.
Yeah, man.